Good morning, students. Let's continue our revision. Today we will start from the topic scale. What scale is? Scale is a measuring line which shows the relation between the map distance and corresponding distance on the ground. What in the map, the distance it is presenting, it is in corresponding what the actual distance on the ground. So the scale what is used in the map, it is showing the ground distance. In book, the definition is given that a scale refers to, can be defined as a ratio between a distance measured on a map and a corresponding distance on the land, connecting two points represented by the same unit. So you can get the definition, and it is asked that what it is, what the term is, what it is explaining. Now, the scale can be measured in three ways, which I already explained. First one is verbal or the statement scale. Learn both the names. Now, what verbal or statement scale is? It is expressed in words. What it is? It expresses the verbal, what we verbally say, what we orally say, that the ground distance of 2 kilometer is representing 1 centimeter on the map. So what we state, what our statement is, or what we verbally say, that is the verbal or the statement scale. It is not an accurate method of measuring scale. Second one is the representative fraction. Representative fraction. What it is? That it shows the ratio between the map distance and the ground distance. Here it is, the distance is expressed in fraction. That's why the word is used fraction. It shows the ratio. Representative fraction is expressed in the ratio. What the ratio is there? So that ratio is expressed in the form of fraction. The numerator should always remain 1 and corresponding to the ground distance. In centimeter, the unit remain same. So keep it in mind, the representative fraction always shows the ratio of the ground distance and the map distance. Third one is the graphical or the linear scale. It is most commonly known by the name of linear scale. Here it represents the relation. What is the relation between the map distance and the ground distance? So what should we keep in mind? The graphical or the linear scale shows the relation between the map distance corresponding to the ground distance. This is one of the accurate method of measuring distance. Which one is the linear scale or the graphical scale? Also keep it in mind both the names, that linear scale is also known as graphical or scale, or graphical scale is also known as the linear scale, and this is one of the most accurate method of measuring the distance. Next is that what is given in your book, measuring distance on the map. First one is what is distance? Distance is the space between 2 points. The 2 points are there. Suppose point A is and point B. So what is the space in between these 2 points? It is called as a distance. So the space between 2 points is called as distance. And the distance can be measured here in India, especially the metric system is used. What is used? The metric system is used to measure the distance, and that distance can be measured in kilometer. We always use the meter in the measurement is kilometer, meters or centimeter. Very rare it is there which is measured in millimeters. Next is, now the distance can be measured in different ways. Different methods are there. What are the different methods to measure? First one is the measuring distance in a straight line, of a straight line, or it is also as use a proverb, as crow flies. As crow flies. Crow flies means a crow is sitting somewhere and it fly and reach to the another place. It means it is the shortest distance. When we have to measure the short distance between two places, we can say we can easily measure in a straight line. So first method is measuring distance of a straight line, or it can say as crow flies. It is used to measure the short distance. Next one is to measure distance of a curved line, where suppose a canal is there, a river is there. So we have to measure the distance of the curved one, which I already explained when I was explaining the chapter. So I have explained how to measure. The method I already used the string and also the piece of paper. So two methods are there to measure the distance of a curved line. First one is with the help of string or a twig. A thread is there. And another one is with a piece of paper. So what, instead of knowing what the process which I already explained to you, you should keep in mind, if we have to measure the distance of a curved line, we can measure by the help of a strip or by the help of a string. Is it clear? Now next one is the conventional signs and symbols. Conventional signs and symbols. If it is remember to you that at the bottom of the map, you will find that some symbols are there which are representing what it shows. Suppose you can see here, it is given to you. Here it is given that different colors are there, and in front of it some numbers are mentioned. So here in this map, it is showing the physical map of Africa, and it shows what is the altitude of a place, what is the height of a place from sea level. So different colors are used. So in each map you will find that some symbols are used, some colors are there, as it is not possible if in actual there is a temple, there is a school, there is a hospital, we have to represent the same thing on the map. It is very difficult to draw the picture of that one. So for that, some symbols are just decided, and for representing the different geographical features, colors are decided, which are universally accepted. It doesn't mean that our school teachers are using this color, in the other school different colors they are using to represent, in other state, in other countries they are using by their own choice. They use by their own choice the different colors or the symbol. No. Wherever you just see the map, either in our country or abroad anywhere, you will find the same symbols and colors all over the world. So to represent on the map different geographical and the man-made features. Some symbols are there, some signs are there, and some colors are used, which is called as a conventional signs and symbols, and the another word used for it is called as legend. 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 Here its importance is there, which I already explained, but you have to keep at least learn the symbols what you got in your holiday assignment, the part, as it is too lengthy to learn all together. So learn at least what you got in your holiday assignment, that symbols are enough, and after that exams you start learning, which I already told to you, that learn one by one all. So here we have completed our first chapter. We'll give you one more time the revision of this one. Now come to the exercise. Linear scale or graph represents what? Here four options are given: area, ratio, distance, none of these. Linear scale shows the relation of the map distance and the ground distance, so no answer is correct here. Magnetic north always points toward north side. Cultivable land is shown in green, yellow, brown, black. It is used to represent the yellow color. Uncultivated land is shown in white color. Settlements are shown in red color. You have to learn very well all the colors, the different colors used in the map to represent the features. RF stands for representative fraction. We follow metric system to measure distances in India. A map is more accurate than a globe. A verbal scale is less popular than graphical or the linear scale. Distance is measured in meters or kilometers. So learn the exercises. In next class we start the second chapter.